everybody. I have now had the Fisker Ocean 1 for several weeks, and I thought what better time than to tell you some things that I think this really needs. So this is a list of 10 things I think this car needs. And this is aside from the obvious things of issues that are currently happening with the Fisker that Fisker is working on. So this is strictly, what does this car need? Here we go. Now, with this, I'm not just referring to when you're driving in traffic and about to hit a car. I mean when you're slowly pulling into a garage or parallel parking next to a curb. The car has sensors all around the car, including cameras on the front, sides, and 2 on the rear, yet none of these indicate when you're about to scrape, hit, rub, or bang into something. So here I am backing up into a spot, and watch what happens here. So here's the mirror. I can't tell what's even happening in the mirror, right? I've got this rear view thing. The rear view works pretty well. You can directionally kind of line up your car, though there are some things off with that. Maybe I'll share that in another video, but here I am backing up. I'm going to manually control the mirror now and aim it down. Fisker should just automatically do this. When I back up and it's detecting that I'm close to something, just show it. Now I'm turning on the side cameras here, and look, those front ones are useless until I'm past the point that I could have already scuffed my car, right? Like my back wheels are already past it. And then from here, I still have a hard time even seeing where I'm at. The beeping you're hearing, by the way, is because I have no seatbelt on. It's not like telling me my car's near something. It doesn't know that. So basically, we need sensors to tell us that we're close. Here's how far away I actually was from these curbs. Similar to the last one, we have a car full of cameras, and they only do something when we manually ask them to. Or basically like put it into reverse and turn on a camera. A Sentry mode and a Dashcam mode that could monitor the area around the car when we're parked, idle, or upon request would be great. Something along the lines of what Tesla has in their cars with Sentry mode and Dashcam mode. This could be something that a user could enable or disable on as they like to basically record, say, a period of time as their car is driving. If you get into an accident, you have it recorded, or if someone just drives like complete crap in front of you and you want to record it and blast it on the internet. Would love to have it. Number 3, the Ocean is all-wheel drive, and that's great as it should be for an SUV, but it is also front-wheel drive bias. What this means is when you're accelerating into a turn, like say from a standstill going into a fast motorway, the car will instantly get a wheel hobble in the front too, and you will feel it every single time once you notice it. A rear-wheel drive bias would make this acceleration feel more natural. Of course, if you're in something wet conditions or weather, yes, your car could slide out in a rear-wheel drive car, but for that push, when your car is being pushed, it feels drastically different than when it's being pulled. If most people wouldn't want this, I would at least like an option to be able to choose rear-wheel drive or front-wheel drive bias. Number 4, and this one is simple, just an off switch. The car has no way to turn off right now. You have to basically use your remote, lock the car. When you lock it, it beeps. But a lot of people leave their cars unlocked in their garage because it's easy to access it. You can get stuff out of the trunk, you can put stuff in the back seat, whatever else you need to do. Just throw a button right here on the dash. Easy enough. Number 5, voice command. So we currently have a voice command button in the car. It doesn't do anything. And I know it's going to eventually. This must be coming soon. I don't know exactly how soon that is. But we should have a button that controls multiple things like the phone, voice to text, maps, calls, music, car settings, etc. Number 6, hill assist. This is probably also coming soon. Imagine you're driving and you're driving up a hill and you stop at a light. Yes, this is really good technology. You're going to stop at a light. If you let your foot off the brake, your Fisker will roll backwards. This shouldn't be the case. Hill assist. Number 7, and I'm sure this is coming also, but configurable apps, or just more options. Currently, when you enter Hollywood mode, there are only a handful of options. So really, there should be some kind of add app button or something you could do here to basically manage the current existing apps you do have, or remove the ones you have, whatever else there is. But like as an example, there is no Netflix. Obviously, that's the big missing one. Of course, there's probably more to come soon on this, but still, it's something we need. Number 8, beep control. There are a lot of beep noises going on in this car. When you lock or unlock the car, there's this like shrill smoke alarm chirp, and it seriously pisses my dog off, and I hate it. Please give us an option to control some of these beeps and these sounds, or just disable them entirely. Number 9, head-up display. Now it might be too late for this, but if you're a tall person driving in the Fisker, it might be a little hard to see everything on the driver console when you're in the driver's seat. So a HUD would be wonderful, especially somewhere like right here on the windshield, because you kind of have to do this scrunch thing when you're driving to see everything, and it can be a little bit annoying, especially with the steering wheel in a comfortable position. Number 10, this is a physical manual. And now I know the car has a manual built into the center console. It's digital. I know there are ways to access the manual through Fisker's website. There is not a current existing downloadable version. There is no existing physical version. And the reason that I think this would be really useful is that this is a new car. And yes, there are a lot of bugs that I'm not talking about in this video because this is just things I think the car should have. And a manual coming with the car should be one of them. And stuff that should be in that manual is things like troubleshooting tips. So many people are getting locked out of their cars because they don't know how to access this thing. What good is the manual on a dash inside of a car you cannot get into? So, yeah, physical manual. So that is basically my list of the 10 things I think the car needs. This is not a list of the top 10 most common complaints I'm seeing right now on forums, but this is just things I think the car should have. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think. What do you think this car should have to make it even cooler? I actually really like basically all of it. Thanks for watching.